welcome to EC Electronics. So in this video, we are going to see some comments that I have obtained below some videos. So I'm trying to answer these comments through this video. So when I saw these comments, I thought that if I make a separate video on it, it will be useful for a lot of people out there. So that's why I picked up these comments and I'm making this video. Okay. So if you are seeing EC Electronics channel for the first time, please do subscribe to the channel for subject and recruitment updates. And if you want an also of the subject videos, please do subscribe to the Telegram channel and follow us on our Instagram page. Okay. So let us see the comments and let us see the answers for these comments. Okay. So the first comment that I've included is, so this comment is asking regarding, in order to get a job in a private company, which coding languages should I learn? Okay. So a lot of people are interested in getting into the core companies and in private companies, that is in big MNCs. So when I post videos on the recruitment news of Qualcomm, Intel, Cisco, these companies, a lot of people do ask me regarding this same question. That is, which all coding languages they should learn to get placed in these companies. Okay, especially some people who are not very interested into coding sectors and only they are interested in studying some basics, which languages they should study first. Okay, so let us see the answers. So the languages that I've included here are C, C++, C hash, Java, Python. So mainly if you see the notifications, that is a recruitment notifications for this big MNCs like Intel, Cisco, Qualcomm and all, they are mainly asking for C, C++, Java and Python. For all the notifications, you can see these four languages as a common. You should be sound or you should be good in these languages. This line is very commonly seen. Okay, so you should be studying at least the basics of C, C++, Java and Python. And also for product-based companies, especially mainly focusing on the embedded area and all, the hardware description languages like VHDL, Verilog, all these are important. And also SQL for database management and all. If the job is demanding the database management, though SQL also they'll be asking. And also assembly language coding is very important. Okay. Next is LabVIEW. LabVIEW nowadays actually a lot of demand is there for LabVIEW, and many companies are actually asking for LabVIEW based engineers also. So if you could study at least this languages, then it is very important. So these are the primary languages you should be studying or you should be getting a basic knowledge. Okay. Also, if you are interested in working into IT industry, some other options also I want to include. That is the .NET framework. You should have an idea of these things: web services, WCF, JSON, SOAP, REST, jQuery, AngularJS, TypeScript. So these type of languages also are important if you are interested in working into the IT industry. Okay, so this languages I've told you is mainly focusing on the core companies of electronics. Okay, even though you have to study C, C++, Java and all, because the core companies of electronics are also asking for this. Okay, now if you are interested in IT industry also, you should be having the knowledge in these domains also. Okay, next is the areas mainly nowadays the companies are asking for. So in these areas mainly nowadays the recruitments are happening. Okay, so if you are interested in doing some courses, also I get comments regarding which courses I should study after my BTech to get placed in this product based companies or in this MNCs and all. So if you are interested in doing some courses, you should pick up one area from this options. Okay, first one I've included is embedded systems. Nowadays embedded systems have a lot of importance. This having a lot of demand, and many companies are actually recruiting embedded engineers. So embedded systems is very important. Both hardware and software engineers they are recruiting. So both are important. Next is system on chip or SoC. There's a lot of recruitments happening for this area. So you should be studying this. Then power electronics, power management and all. Then DSP, digital signal processing, and also DSP architectures. Then machine learning AI. So this is actually again a very big area. And nowadays it is actually a fresh area. And a lot of openings is there for machine learning based engineers and artificial intelligence. AI is artificial intelligence. Okay. So AI based engineers and machine learning based engineers, nowadays a lot of demand is there. Okay. Then wireless standards, especially for the companies like Qualcomm and all, the wireless standards is a very big area. WCDMA, WLAN CDMA, then ARM programming, ARM based engineers also. Nowadays, many companies are recruiting. Programming, ARM based programming, that is embedded C programming, and ARM best structure also you should be studying. The database management and networking, especially for the companies like Cisco, they're mainly focusing on networking, right? So these are the areas in which mainly recruitments are happening. And also there is opening for other areas also, but mainly these are the fresh areas in which nowadays a lot of recruitments or demands is there. Okay. Next, I have included some operating systems also. Even though the question was only for language, I've included some operating systems also. This for operating system, mainly all recruitments are asking for. You should be having knowledge in Linux, Ubuntu, Windows, various uh, operating systems is there, 8, 9, 10, Windows XP, all this you should be having at least a basic knowledge, and also Mac OS. Okay. So these are the operating system you should be studying. And also another important area I want to tell you is real-time operating system. RTOS you should be very much familiar with, especially for the electronics branch, that is electronics and communication and EI branch. Nowadays a lot of opening is there for RTOS, real-time operating systems. So if you are doing some courses in RTOS also, there are high chances that you will get placed. Okay. So you can study these operating systems at least. Okay. Next comment is asking regarding RTOS, the topic that we have discussed just now. Okay. So RTOS, this person want to actually study RTOS, but don't know which all areas are important from RTOS, because if you go and search about RTOS over the net, there's actually a lot of concepts and all, right? So if you are studying on an exam point of view or an interview preparation based knowledge, if you want to gather, then which all areas you should at least study. So let us see that. So the topics I have included here is RTOS. You should be studying the introduction and also about the kernel of RTOS. You should be also studying regarding the threads, process, and task. Okay, these are actually important concepts of RTOS. The process state diagram, various states, what all happening in various states, you should be studying. And also you should study the scheduling and the scheduling algorithm. There is various scheduling algorithm like first come first serve algorithm, then round robin algorithm, priority based algorithm. Now what all things are happening in these type of scheduling algorithms and what are these algorithm you should be studying. Another important and the very major area is inter-process communication and synchronization methods. Okay. And out of this, the most important one are semaphore, mutex, these things. And also message queue is there, pipes is there, signal is there, mailbox, socket. These are actually various methods, or you can say it as objects, which are being used for inter-process communication and synchronization between various processes in the RTOS. Okay. So if you are going to study the RTOS as a fresher, you should be studying these things as must. Okay. Then memory management techniques in RTOS, then interrupts and exception. It is a very important area from RTOS subject. And lastly, you should be studying some RTOS examples. Okay. So these are the important topics at least you should be studying from the RTOS area. Next one. Next one is a question regarding the Capgemini recruitment. So as an ex-employee from Capgemini, person has asked me, since I had worked in Capgemini, person has asked me, that is, this person has completed the HR round and the technical round on the same day. So will there be elimination happening in the HR round? And when will he get to know regarding the confirmation of the job? Okay. So the first the answer for the first thing is that yes, there is elimination happening in the HR round also. There were 3 rounds for my recruitment process when I have undergone the recruitment process of Capgemini. There were 3 rounds. First, there was online examination, then there was group discussion, then there was interview. and the interview was mostly an HR type interview. Okay, so in this interview also there was elimination. From the group discussion round, a lot of people were actually shortlisted to the next round, which is the interview round. In the interview round, I had to face questions from the technical area and also from HR area. That is more personality oriented questions were also there. More questions will were for of HR kind. Okay. So this interview had questions from technical and HR area. More questions were from HR type. So yes, there is elimination happening in the interview. That is whether in the HR interview or in the technical interview. In both the stages, there will be eliminations happening. And I got to know regarding the selection. There is a final selection within 1 week after the recruitment process. And you can expect actually your result to get announced maximum within 2 weeks. Okay. So that is my opinion as per my experience. Okay. So that's all about the question from Capgemini area. Okay. Next question or next comment. So this comment is actually asking me regarding what is the meaning of embedded engineering. Okay. So embedded engineering and embedded systems nowadays, everyone is talking about embedded system, especially the electrical, electronics and EI branches. So a lot of demand is there for embedded engineers and embedded systems. So embedded engineering means it is actually designing and developing of embedded systems. Now, what are embedded systems? The systems like a printer, or you take a automatic washing machine or a digital camera, or you take an ATM. All these are application specific systems, right? For a printer, there is a specific application, and inside that printer, there is the hardware and software for that specific application only. Okay, so that is the meaning of embedded systems. Embedded systems are application specific systems, and they are application oriented systems which are having only hardware and software which are required for that specific application only. Now, all the big MNCs are recruiting for this embedded engineers for hardware section and also for software section. Okay, so the meaning of embedded engineering is designing of embedded systems, designing, developing, problem solving for the design of various embedded systems. Okay, now if you want to know more about embedded systems, we are now doing the series of videos for embedded systems. Just go through the initial videos, you will get to know a very good idea about what is embedded system and what is embedded engineering. Okay, so these are the comments that I've included in this video. We'll be continuing this series, so try to post your comments in the comment section. Those comments will be valuable comments because I'll try to answer those comments which are useful for other subscribers also. Okay, so I'll try to answer the comments by picking up the good enough comments, and I'll try to answer them in the next video. So if you found this video useful, please to give it a thumbs up. Also share it with your friends, and please to subscribe to the channel. 70% of the people are still watching the channel without subscribing to it. So please to subscribe to the channel and also share with your friends. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for watching and keep on watching.